Staying Together, the one we've all come to see.
Staying Together steals the spotlight as the Cadillac Breeders' Crown starts its 10th season. The sensational standardbred looks to capture the open pace.
Breeders' Crown, if there's 7 in it, and he's been very on top of his game all year, and just hopefully it'll continue on.
Tonight, the Cadillac Breeders' Crown goes north of the border for the season premiere of harness racing's Ultimate Challenge. We're in Cambellville, Ontario, 25 miles west of Toronto, and tonight at Mohawk Raceway, the open trotters and pacers battle it out with 4 champions to be crowned and $1.4 million up for grabs. There's no dome at this racetrack, but they really don't need one tonight. It is a magnificent autumn evening, temperature expected to be in the 50s. From baseball and the Blue Jays to the Breeders' Crown, this city is jumping. Hi everybody, I'm Bruce Beck. Welcome to the Cadillac Breeders' Crown for 1993. This year there will be 12 championship races contested at 3 different venues, and as always, divisional honors and prestige on the line. We open things up for 4 races for older horses, races divided by gender and by gait. My broadcast partner, my co-host on the Breeders' Crown Series is Gary Seibel. And Gary, we open up in Mohawk in style.
Great racing for our viewers and a great night to begin the series, Bruce, as for the 2nd straight year, the older performers have traveled north of the border to battle it out in this year-end divisional championship forum.
We've got Shady Daisy on the card tonight, the co-fastest female of all time. We also have Armbro Keepsake, who is coming back from Europe and chasing her 2nd Breeders' Crown. But clearly the #1 story of the night is Staying Together.
Well, Staying Together at this point in time, Bruce, is indeed the leading candidate to capture Horse of the Year honors, but it is a must-win situation for him if he is to lay claim to the sport's top prize. Now, if he does prevail here tonight, he will join an elite duo, a couple of pacers that have won over $1 million each in a season as older horses and ultimately Horse of the Year honors. And we're talking about Cambellville and Matt Scooter, 2 of the finest horses ever the sport has seen. And if Staying Together can put himself in that kind of company, he will be tremendous tonight.
And there's clearly a lot of class here in Staying Together and Cam Best. But first, let's talk about a couple of the other possible contenders. One, Bilateral.
Well, Bilateral has been a tough campaigner all year long. He's a very gritty horse. There's no quit in him. He's won in 150 and 2 this year, and he's been very, very tough. He has 2 September victories here at Mohawk, so he seems very well prepped for tonight's race.
He may be tough, but he's really no tough hombre.
Bruce, you've been working on your segues. I know that. As a matter of fact, Tough Hombre will be very tough tonight. He is from the top stable in harness racing right now, the Bill Robinson stable, which means that you can never count him out.
And what about Kingsbridge, last year's Breeders' Crown champion, returning?
Well, Kingsbridge was an upset winner last year. We didn't think he was going to win the Breeders' Crown last year, 3-year-old Colt Pace against Western Hanover, but he did, and he might do it again tonight. Lightning has struck twice before.
Clearly the favorite, however, in the open pace is Staying Together. What a monstrous year, 19 wins in 24 starts, and he is really a candidate for Horse of the Year honors.
Well, certainly now, and after the defeat of American Winner in the Kentucky Futurity today, with a win tonight for Staying Together, he can pretty much nail down Horse of the Year honors.
He has been #1 in the harness poll for 9 straight weeks, and he has been racing very effectively, and Cam Best has been challenging him throughout the year as well.
Well, last week at Mohawk, right here at Mohawk in a free-for-all, Staying Together finished 6th in the field, and it was Cam Best winning in a very impressive mile, so it should be an excellent matchup tonight.
What about Cam Best now, the fastest time trial of all time, 1:46 and 1.
Well, the horse has always had a great deal of speed. He went to the half at the Meadowlands in 53 in the U.S. Pacing Championships on Hamiltonian Day. He's got an awful lot of power, and I think we'll see some of that tonight as well.
So what do you expect from the rest of the group? Is this clearly a 2-horse race, or are the others we talked about a little bit earlier really in it?
Well, Bilateral has been very tough against Staying Together all year long. He just got nipped by a neck or a head in the U.S. Pacing Championships. The Staying Together came from off the pace to win that one in 1:49 and 4. So I don't think it's a 2-horse battle. There are some very, very strong pacers in here.
Let's take a look at the morning line odds for our final Cadillac Breeders' Crown race of the night. The open pace with lots of talent in this group. Staying Together 4-5, Bill O'Donnell. Bilateral, Doug Brown 5-1. Kingsbridge, Roger Mayotte 12-1. Rosemont student Bill Gale 20-1. Broussard Michelle Oulet at 8-1. Tough Hombre 10-1 with David Smith and Cam Best, and Walter Case Jr. looking for his first Breeders' Crown win 3-1. Staying together against the rail, Gary. What kind of factor will it be?
Well, it's a big plus for him, Bruce. Last week in a Breeders' Crown tune-up here from post 5. He doesn't get away all that well and had some traffic problems last week from the rail. He shouldn't have any.
Horse of the Year honors definitely in the balance if Staying Together can get to the winner's circle first. Matt Scooter, the Mohawk track record holder, 151 flat. World record holders, odds against and Staying Together, both in 150 and 4. $396,810 on the line. This the open pace final of the Cadillac Breeders' Crown tonight in Ontario at Mohawk Raceway. Here's Frank Salive, the track announcer.
Stretch, and there they go. They're off and pacing. Tough Hombre and Kingsbridge are hustled out quickly, and Kingsbridge is immediately down to the rail. Tough Hombre is second on the outside. Cam Best is ranging up to be third. Staying Together will get away in fourth. Bilateral is fifth. Rosemont Student sixth. And Broussard is seventh. In that first turn, Tough Hombre stepping it off on the lead. Kingsbridge in second. Cam Best has got third. A gap of 3 lengths. Staying Together in fourth. Bilateral is fifth. Rosemont Student sixth. Broussard seventh. The quarter in 26 and 4. Tough Hombre is on the lead, and here comes Cam Best attacking aggressively in the second quarter. Cam Best is looking to take over. He's going to get there at the paddock turn. Cam Best is the new leader. Tough Hombre is back in second with Kingsbridge in third. Now Staying Together is a fresh fourth and has his look to the outside. Bilateral looks to the flow of Staying Together from fifth. Along the rail in sixth is Broussard. Rosemont Student seventh in 55 seconds. And the clash of the Titans is shaping up into the backstretch. Here comes the battle of the world champions. Cam Best on the inside. Staying Together is still a length off on the outside into the last 3/8 of the mile. Tough Hombre is third. Kingsbridge is fourth. Bilateral fifth. Broussard sixth. Rosemont Student is seventh. They go to the 3/4. Cam Best on the inside, and Staying Together is now to within half a length. Tough Hombre right there atop third in 1:22 and 2. Staying Together is right up alongside Cam Best, and they are staring each other down at the top of the stretch. Staying Together on the outside is overtaking Cam Best. Staying Together is coming on for the lead. Tough Hombre has another move. Bilateral on the outside. Staying Together put to the test. Tough Hombre and Bilateral. Staying Together digging in, trying to hold off Bilateral in 1:51 and 1.
Well, there's no question who the horse of the year should be. Staying Together with a marvelous performance, now 20 of 25 on the year. It was once again a photo, but it looked as though Staying Together got there first. Gary, a look at the stretch.
Another excellent performance by Staying Together here. He had the rail, but that so much wasn't a factor. He didn't run into any traffic problems, did have to pull first over for Bill O'Donnell, and he is full out here trying to hold off the late closing Bilateral and Tough Hombre. Again, very tough for the Bill Robinson stable in between horses. We do have a photo for win and a little bit of a tough vantage point for us, so we're going to wait for that photo.
Unofficial winner Staying Together, 151 and 1. The photos continue tonight at Mohawk. We'll be back with the official results in a moment. So the winner in the Cadillac Breeders' Crown on the open pace, Staying Together, the first son of Panorama to compete in the Breeders' Crown. A look at the happy winner's circle. Owner Robert Hamather of Hensall, Ontario. The breeder was Kentuckiana Farms, and the trainer Bob McIntosh. That makes 3 in a row in this race for McIntosh. He did it last year, remember, with Arts Place, another horse he did not have as a 3-year-old. Here are the prices. Staying Together, your race winner, returning $3.10 at $2.70. Bilateral was second, $4.30, and Tough Hombre finished third. Time of the mile, 1:51 and 1. And in the winner's circle right now, a very happy owner, Robert Hamather. It was a terrific year, and this is a nice way to cap it.
It sure is. This is like winning the World Series for me. I guess it is the World Series.
Were you concerned a little bit off last week's performance?
I was, certainly.
But tonight, a lot different horse?
Yes, he was. I was sure tonight we'd get the job done.
Well, the 11th Breeders' Crown win for driver Bill O'Donnell. Another fine effort by Staying Together, as Bruce just said. How did you feel as they were on the backstretch? You were coming first over.
No, I wasn't worried from the quarter pole. Once I knew I was clear and was, 3 or 4 lengths off them at the quarter, I was pretty confident. I thought he'd win easier, actually.
Now you can see yourself right now, and of course Cambest on the lead, one of your main rivals pretty much throughout the season, and Staying Together is steadily closing in on him. How did you feel right here as they're coming into the final turn? Did you know that Cambest was tiring and your horse was still going on?
Well, Walter kept, showing his horse the whip all the way up the backside, and he wasn't getting away from me. And, Staying Together, his best part of his race is from the head of the stretch to the wire. And once I got this close to him at the head of the stretch, I thought he'd win.
Any thoughts about the horses coming on behind you, because they closed pretty strongly?
Well, Bilateral was always a threat. He's very, very tough to fend off at the end of a mile, and he was coming. I think he ended up second, but we were tired, but they all were.
And he almost got you at the wire, like you got him in the U.S. Pacing Championships back in August at the Meadowlands.
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't want to do that again.
Another excellent effort by Staying Together and driver Bill O'Donnell, and the third win in a row in the older horse pace for trainer Bob McIntosh.
And we're talking about a fearsome juggernaut here. Any plans from here, Bob?
I think we're going to go the one in the West next week and then likely give him a rest till next year.
And he'll come back to race next year?
Yes, sir.
What else do you have to accomplish?
Well, do it all over next year.
And Bill, looking forward to the Breeders' Crown next 2 stops?
Oh, sure. Yeah, if I got something, I'll be there.
Well, congratulations to you, Bill O'Donnell, on a great winning drive and your 11th Breeders' Crown victory.
Thank you very much.
So once again, the story tonight, Staying Together, winning our final race of the evening, and what a brilliant campaign it has been. He has won the Graduate Final this year, the Driscoll Final, the American National, the U.S. Pacing Championship, the Canadian Pacing Derby, the Des Smith Memorial, the co-fastest horse ever in Canada, and another victory tonight that gives him 20 for the season. And you would honestly think, Gary Seibel, that this is going to be the horse of the year.
Well, there's really not much question in my mind about it. Staying Together, the winner tonight, and very impressively in 151-1 in what's turning out to be a rather chilly evening. And with the loss today of American winner in the Kentucky Futurity, I think in the minds of most people, he is the horse of the year.
Well, when you win a Breeders' Crown, you want to do it in style. You also want to do it against the best. He went against the best tonight, including Cambest, who really made a terrific run of it.
Well, Cambest did make a terrific run and did leave strongly and just tuckered out towards the end.
Bilateral finished second, a solid performance by Bilateral.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, you can never count Bilateral out of it. He was very strong and almost turned the tables on Staying Together this night.